Following the introduction of the new ZiG currency, which has been denied and rejected by Zimbabweans, we have said it even on this platform that Mnangagwa knew that what he has made was not money, but he has just created an avenue that he wanted to use to loot the US dollar from the economy and from the pockets of the Zimbabwean people. And now that the ZiG was rejected, we also saw the move by Mnangagwa to begin to police the economy, where now police officers, CID, and the military intelligence were sent into the streets and they started harassing Zimbabweans. You remember the 200 money changers that were arrested last time, dragged before the courts and were denied bail. And before long, we have seen also the arrest of many, many others, including the son of Chris Mchangwa, and where we are right now today. And family, if you remember, we said it during the time of the arrest of those 200. And I gave a comment and I said, these are ZANU-PF fights. It's nothing, it's just a show. There is nothing that Mnangagwa is really doing in terms of trying to fix the economy or protecting the ZiG. The real issue here on the ground is that there are fights in ZANU-PF. And when I made that comment, somebody else came and was contradicting and said that, how are you relating that to ZANU-PF fights? Because the people that are exchanging the money are not even ZANU-PF members, they are from both sides and things like that. And I said, no, there is a greater picture to it. And we might be looking at a smaller picture. But today it is showing the truth now, because we are seeing an introduction of another new season in the issue that is concerning the ZiG. Mnangagwa hatches a new plan to create his own money changers. This is the idea. This is all that they were planning from the beginning. Now we are hearing a language that is coming from KUDA Mnangagwa, especially, not even Mthule Ncube, KUDA Mnangagwa, and we are hearing that there is now people that are going to be licensed, Beirut changes that are going to be coming up, and some entities that are going to be licensed to start to sell, or rather to exchange ZiG versus the US dollar or other hard currencies. So the question is, what criteria is going to be used to do this? Are we not also going to enter into yet another phase of another corrupt activity again happening? But are we surprised? We are not. Everything that happens with the ZANU-PF, you know it, corruption will come into it. There is no system, there is no policy that ZANU-PF can ever introduce that is not infiltrated by corruption. So automatically, corruption is already started, where KUDA Mnangagwa himself is the one who is coming up to address this issue. And Mthule Ncube is nowhere to be seen. Remember, there's been a rigging already that has happened in the Ministry of Finance, where Mthule Ncube was just, maybe for some reason respected not to be just kicked out, or Mnangagwa just brought KUDA Mnangagwa to be under there so that he can just learn quickly. After he has learned enough that Mnangagwa could be satisfied, you find that Mthule Ncube will be shown the boot. That's exactly the thing that is going to be happening. And it seems most of the decisions that are happening are actually centered on KUDA Mnangagwa. So Mnangagwa's plan now is he has taken the money exchange business from every other ZANU-PF bigwig, and including all other independent Zimbabweans who were also in the business of changing money. This is why he has unleashed these dogs to go and make sure they beat around, kick around, arrest all the people, so that now that task is now being shifted to the people that Mnangagwa himself is going to be licensing and authorizing to do that, which means he's monopolizing again the whole idea of money changing that has been happening in the country. You will see that there are going to be entities, there are going to be Beirut changes, and those Beirut changes begin to research, you will find that there are of ZANU-PF people that are linked to EMMERSON Mnangagwa. Those are the people that are going to be responsible for the exchange of the money, and they are going to be setting their own prices, and that is also going to be one catastrophic effect that is going to come to the ZiG. It is going to die because they will kill it themselves. They are the ones that are going to determine the rate. At the same time, the economy continues to reject it. So I just want us to listen to KUDA Mnangagwa speaking about this idea of the exchange of money, and some other individuals and entities that are going to be allowed to be doing that for the service of the people that may want the use of the US dollar or the ZiG or the other way around.
Someone might still want to have the physical cash. Henceforth, the second ask was that we get the agents reinstated. These were the EcoCash agents where you would go and you would cash out and cash in. And this, Honorable Speaker, is also under discussion and will be coming in the next few weeks. This means that our rural constituents, whether in Binga, in Siloela, in Kai, will be able to access both ZIG and US dollars at these agents. So these issues are being addressed through a combination of government and private sector efforts.
Right. The moment you hear them now talking about the private sector automatically that they are talking about are going to be the private partners and players that they themselves are going to erect. There's still, of course, going to be the eco-caches and the like. But of course, ZANU-PF already has been benefiting from Econet. There are a lot of deals that they are in. Remember the issue of how data has been expensive while Econet is failing to provide qualitative internet in the country, and yet Potras continues to want to protect those companies that are poorly servicing Zimbabwe, and they are blocking companies like Starlink from bringing in business that will challenge the status quo. It is because there are already kickbacks and deals that are already happening between them. So the same thing is also going to be happening with this exchange of money, and of course the other partners that they are going to be bringing in. You will see that Beirut changes are going to start mushrooming. If they mushroom, you also be able to see that if you research quickly, you'll find that probably most of these Beirut changes will be belonging to the Mnangagwa family, belonging to the twins, belonging to KUDA Gwire, belonging to, maybe even actually Mnangagwa and other people that are surrounding them. So we are watching to see what is going to be happening. Can you see that Zimbabwe has just simply been turned into a tuck shop of Emmerson Mnangagwa, where he moves everything to his advantage? Anything that has to happen must be in direct benefit to Emmerson Mnangagwa and his family, including his cronies. So this is what is happening. It is just a looting scheme. ZIG is not genuine. ZIG is just a machine that has been provided, a machinery provided, a system that has been worked into place to make sure that they continue to abuse and to enrich themselves, kick out all other players. We are going to see the weak notifiers being the ones that are going to be running with this. And thanks to the corrupt system, the corrupt institutions, the corrupt courts, the corrupt police, everything corrupt, nothing is going to be ever go right in the way that things must go. And do we expect the country to get better? No. Should we expect the economy to rise? No, because the economy is run by dealers, it's run by thieves, it's run by people that are there bent on making sure that they fill up their pockets, they fill up their tummies, no care about what happens to the Zimbabwean people or the Zimbabwean economy. So this is the situation that we are facing, family, and it is a sad scenario. Zimbabwe needs freedom. Freedom from these people. We will continue to push on to speak until our nation is freed from the hands of these people that have dragged our country into the mud. Otherwise, this is the issue that I just wanted us to discuss. We will continue to be giving you updates, and also on the main channel, Chatufa Television Production, more and more updates are coming till we shall meet in the evening, where we shall be discussing on live on many other subjects of major concern that we could have seen happening in the day. Otherwise, family, thank you so much for joining me on the show. Remain blessed.